Well, thank you again to the caucus. I hope you've gotten some great information out of this forum. I've certainly enjoyed it. You know, I started in my opening remarks talking about my mother, and the fact that she really is the inspiration for why I'm running. And so I want to talk about maybe one of the best days that I've had since I've been in Congress. About a month ago, I stood with Bobby Sanchez, newly elected representative from New Britain, another supporter of mine in this campaign, as we announced a $4 million federal grant to build a new community center in the Mount Pleasant Housing Project where my mother grew up. A community center that's going to provide preschool programming to the kids who grow up there, that's going to provide job skills for their parents, that's going to be a center where people can come together and figure out a way to survive and advance in this economy. And to me, it was kind of just exemplified why I wanted to be in public service. That we as government can do things to help people. That everybody shouldn't just be out on their own. That deal that I talked about between little girls who want to make something of themselves and a community that will wrap its hands around them, it works. It works. And that's why I'm standing as a candidate for the United States Senate. I think a lot of the reason that you're here today is because you believe in that partnership as well. I'm proud of the fact that I've been in public service for the last 15 years. I don't apologize for it. I came back to Connecticut and saw things that needed to be righted. I saw wrongs that needed to be corrected. And I went right at it, despite the political odds stacked against me or the potential consequences. And I stand here knowing that we have a pretty important choice ahead of us in this election. I was proud to get the endorsement of Dan Malloy and Nancy Wyman earlier this week. I know that you, as a caucus, proudly supported them as well. And they called upon this party to come together right now, to speak with a unified voice, because ultimately, we're looking at Linda McMahon and $50 million being spent against us, or Chris Shays and a handful of moneyed super PACs. And the choice is going to be as clear as you can make it. It's going to be against a candidate who stands for comprehensive immigration reform that's fair to everybody, that speaks to our values, versus a Republican candidate that's going to stand for immigration reform that tears us even farther apart. It's going to be a candidate who stands up for protecting our social safety net versus a candidate that stands for tearing it down. It's going to be a candidate that believes in that partnership between individuals and community, and a candidate on the Republican side who wants everybody to just do it on their own. I would be honored to have your endorsement. I'd be honored to have your help in this campaign. But maybe more important than anything, I'd be honored to have you invite me into your neighborhoods, to invite me into your homes, to make me understand in a real-time basis what the Latino community of this state needs in their next U.S. Senate. I hope that I've had over the last 5 years a pretty good advertisement for this job during my tenure in the House. But you can help me be a better candidate. You can help me on day one be a better senator. Thank you very much for having me today.